Hi and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Today we're going to be doing a reading for Scorpio. It is your birthday season, so a happy birthday to all my beautiful Scorpio suns. This video will be for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs, as well as the cross watcher of the Scorpio. But we are doing it first for the month of November to celebrate the beautiful Scorpio's birthdays. So what energy do we have coming out for Scorpio for November 2020? Whoa! All right, we got a card flying out here. Two cards flying out. That was pretty decisive there. So let's see what we got. Ooh, we got the 10 of Pentacles coming out for you guys. That is beautiful energy. And the 3 of Cups. All right, and so I'm feeling this for you guys with these two cards together as like major celebration. For those of you who caught the reading for last month, this energy fits right in with it because it was all about just like incredible abundance and opportunity coming into your lives. And so I'm feeling that energy again. I'm feeling like you guys celebrating because you've put a lot of hard work into building something and you're really seeing the results of that. Like you're feeling very well established in the material realm, whether this is a business that you've been working really hard on building, whether this is a family situation that's finally coming together, right? Whether it's, I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's like all the pieces of the puzzle, kind of whatever it is that you've been working on, that you've been desiring, that you've been wanting to manifest is manifesting in your physical world. And you're really excited about that. And just in this mode of celebration, right? Just appreciating everything that you've been through, right? All of the struggles, all of the challenges that you've overcome and how far you've come. I feel like we've come a long way, baby. Like that's like the energy that I'm feeling right now for a lot of you guys, and whatever it is that you have succeeded in manifesting. And then we have the High Sage, which would be like the High Priestess. And so I really like that energy for you guys too. It's sort of like, for a lot of you guys, what you've been manifesting as well, it's like, it's also a highly spiritual journey that you've been on. It's been this journey where you have really learned how to tap into your intuition, into your higher self. It's like your higher self. Okay, so I feel like your higher self is celebrating right now because you've been working with your higher self. They've been leading you, they've been guiding you, and you have been following that guidance. And they are just really, really happy with the progress that you've made and what it is that you've been able to accomplish. So that's really interesting. Ooh, and the Hierophant. Boom. That is some serious up-leveling. Like when I see the Hierophant card, one of the things that I think of for that card is, it is wisdom, right? But it's like a spiritual upgrade. With that next to the High Priestess, that's like an intense spiritual upgrade for you guys. And for those of you who haven't seen that manifested in your physical reality yet, you absolutely will, right? Because energy follows thought. And what it is that this journey that you have been on, this spiritual journey, is, and this state of gratitude, especially if you're able to stay in a state of gratitude, this is the energy that Spirit wants you to be in. If you haven't yet manifested this yet, that is what's going to get you there. And if you had, stay there, right? This is a serious spiritual upgrade that is culminating in like the material abundance you're seeing, you're feeling the effects of that in your material world. And then we have the 4 of Swords. And so this is also for some of you, it was almost like there was a period of really going within, of getting quiet, of healing possibly. This is like at the beginning when we said like some of the obstacles that you've overcome and the struggles that you've been through that you were able to then triumph over or triumph because of maybe. It's like you had some time, you some of you had to go through this period of kind of like going within and allowing yourselves to heal and really getting quiet with yourselves, and everything had to happen in divine timing, right? It's almost like I'm not seeing the Hermit card here, but I'm feeling that Hermit energy a little bit. Like really taking that time to develop and cultivate your intuition, to learn, right? The Hierophant is all about wisdom, right? It's all about spiritual doctrine and teaching and learning. Like you've really learned a lot. You've taken that time out, and you've really, it's like you've fallen into your own timing. That's what I really feel, is you've fallen into your own timing, your own sense of timing, and really begun to learn how to work with time. Instead of feeling like time is working against you, you found a way to make time work for you. And you are not, you stop stressing about anything, feeling like anything needed to be done, and you're just allowing it to happen and transpire in the timing that it's meant to happen. And I feel like that timing is coming around for those of you who maybe it hasn't, things haven't happened for quite yet. They will be happening, and those who you have seen that been starting to manifest in your physical reality, it's going to manifest more and more rapidly. We have the Sun card coming out here, which is absolutely, this is the happiest card in the deck, right? This is enlightenment. This is illumination. That's what I'm feeling from this card right now, is enlightenment and illumination. And then we have the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Cups here. And I feel like for some of you guys, this is that retreating energy that I felt, right? For some of you guys, there were those challenging situations. There were those burdens that you were carrying that you had to put down. You had to walk away from. There was a process of understanding and realizing, really coming to master your own energy. And what that means is also realizing what energy is draining you and what energy is filling you, and really moving away from the energy that was draining you. You guys have needed to do that. You've had to walk away from people, from situations, from things that were not for your highest good. And the process of maybe realizing that some of these things weren't for your highest good was maybe really painful, right? But ultimately it leads to this, right? And this is the goal, right? This is what we all want, is that Sun card, that illumination, that it's like the hands joined together, right? And I absolutely love that. It's like, I feel like it's you, once again, you coming together with your higher self more than anything at all. And I love how the hands are super relaxed in this card. And it's kind of like, it reminds me of this, like waiting for divine timing and understanding, like understanding how to work with time, right? How to move time, how to bend time, how to make time work to your advantage, and just understanding that it's all coming. It's almost like just sitting there like, yeah, I know I got it. Yeah, I know it's mine. Yeah, I know it's coming. Yeah, it's, I know it's here. That kind of an energy. And like really, it's like releasing all of that stagnant energy that wasn't serving you anymore really is what opened you up. And if you haven't done that yet, then that's another aspect of what you need to do in order to get to this 10 of Pentacles, is to release all of that stagnant energy and really to open up the heart too. It's like the Nine of Wands is also like the wounded warrior card, right? And in this we can see it's like the key is in the center here. And so it's like, in order for you to, that's the key that unlocks all of your desires, right? All of your abundance. But in order to get to that, you have to allow your heart to open, right? You have to not be, so you can't be closed off. It's like your energy was closed off in some sense. In some aspect, you guys, your energy was a bit closed off. And whatever the situations were, whatever it was that was keeping your energy closed off, that's what you had to walk away from. For some of you guys, this was like releasing old trauma, old wounding, old belief systems, stuff like that you had to walk away from. For some of you guys, this was an actual physical person or a situation that you had to walk away from. There was something that was keeping you from being able to really open up your heart, that was keeping you from being receptive enough to receive this abundance. And you released that. You walked away from that. You had this illumination, right? where you were able to see what those things were, what was holding you back, and what was real and what was not. Like to let go of a lot of that past pain and past hurt that maybe kept you in this standoffish position, and to really move so that you could move into abundance. And then we have the Seeker of Cups and Strength. And so the Seeker of Cups, I believe, would be the Page of Cups. Yeah. There was an incredible amount of strength that came from walking away, that came from releasing whatever it was that needed to be released and really allowing yourself to open up again. This is like the Seeker of Cups, the Page of Cups, right? The way I'm feeling this energy right now is just that opening up of that emotion, of the emotional self, right? It's like allowing that emotion in, the good and the bad. And as you let that in, and then you released everything that was tying you to that sadness, those lower emotions that you were ready to rid yourself of and walk away from, right? As you released all of that, you were able to also find out, because you were able to let this emotion in more, you were able to realize what it was that made you truly joyful and truly happy as well, and move more toward that. And just allowing yourselves to feel all of the emotions that were there all along, right? You just maybe didn't want to acknowledge all of them. Scorpio, you guys are a water sign, but you can be a sign that tends to repress, right? To suppress and repress. And so anywhere where that was happening, you finally freed yourself of that. And I feel like there's some sort of wish. There's something, yeah, it's interesting. There was something that you were wishing for or desiring, and it may have been something that you weren't really speaking about, even maybe to yourself, right? But something that you really wanted. Like, I'm really being drawn to this. It looks like a wishbone up here. And so it was kind of like the self-honesty piece too, like the strength to be honest with yourself about what it was that you really desired. Like healing in the ways that you needed to heal, right? Receiving this illumination, and then being honest with yourself about what it was that you truly desired. And that might have taken a lot of strength, because you may not have wanted to admit what it was that you actually wanted. That's interesting. Tell us more about that, please. Tell us more about, and actually I want to go now with, we're going to do some traditional tarot here. Clear. Tell us more about this desire, this wish for Scorpio. Tell us more about this desire and this wish. And I'm going to have to move these so I get a little more space here. Yes. More about this desire, this wish. Hold on. Be clear, please. Okay. All right. So we have the Six of Pentacles. All right. Reciprocity, even give and take. That's what I always feel from that card. Then we have the Four of Swords coming out again. And the King of Swords. Interesting. So this is healing. You desired healing. You had a wish for healing. You had a wish for balance and fairness. Balance and fairness and speaking your truth. Interesting. Balance, fairness, speaking your truth. Clarity out of confusion. Okay. I feel like there was a situation where you were giving more than you were getting. You were giving more than you were getting. This also, for some of you, could be just not having a lot and really feeling as though you were in a position almost where you had to take what you could get, it almost feels like. Or like it was almost like a pride thing. And I don't mean this in like a negative way, but it was like, it kind of hurt your pride. Like you felt as though you were at the beck and call of somebody else. and you were kind of stuck in that situation because you needed something that they had. That's going to be for some of you. For others of you, it was just you felt as though you were being taken advantage of. Or it could be both at the same time. You felt somebody knew that they had something that you needed, and so they were taking advantage of you, is part of the energy that I'm getting from this. And so you really had to speak up about that. But it was really, it was very confusing process for you, because it was like, you were uncomfortable with this situation, and you may have removed yourself from this situation for a while. You may have finally spoken up and said what needed to be said, right? And sort of cut that. That could have been some of this Eight of Cups energy, this energy that you had to cut out of your life. You had to really stand up and step into your power and get really, really honest, really self-honest, and then speak that honesty, right? But there was a lot of confusion afterwards of not really knowing where to go next or what to do. I almost feel like you felt like you had too many options, too many choices in front of you, and you didn't know which choice to pick, so you didn't make a choice at all. And then there's some sort of a wake-up call that happens. So this is interesting. This is really interesting. I'm trying to feed this into like what we're talking about up here. And so it's almost like maybe that's when this wake-up call is what pushes you into this mode of introspection that we talked about when I felt that hermit-like energy, right? That introspective energy that really connects you to yourself, that really brings you back to yourself. Let's get some more cards here. And then we have the Ten of Cups. So complete happiness, right? Happiness, wish fulfillment. So that's beautiful energy. Ten of Cups, we have the Hierophant again. We go. And then we have the Three of Swords and the Five of Cups. So that's really interesting. So this, and for those of you who read signs, the Hierophant would be Taurus energy. So we've had Taurus energy coming up twice. I believe that's all the energies. And then, of course, the King of Swords would be air sign energy. Libra, Gemini. I don't know why I always forget one of the Aquarius. Yeah. So there's some sort of wake-up call, something that happens that maybe makes you understand what it is that you want. It's like you want, I mean, the Hierophant can represent commitment, right? It can represent marriage as well, especially with the Ten of Cups here. It's like, I feel like you really want, for some of you guys, there's a person involved that you want this Ten of Cups with, you want this happy ending with, but there's a lot of sadness and heartbreak involved here. So either they broke your heart, you broke their heart, or they're going to break your heart. I'm sorry if that's, ooh, yeah, and the Five of Pentacles, which is more loss, right? Let's see. And the Five of Swords. So there's 555 right there. That's interesting. So that's a lot of heavy energy. That's a lot of heavy energy coming through. So I feel like if this is a situation that some of you guys were in that involved this heartbreak, this betrayal, possibly a third-party situation, something like that, it was a major transformation for you. This energy really, really helped you to grow. Oh, and then I'm seeing that, realizing the Hierophant's number 5 in the major arcana too. So we've got 5, 5, 5, 5, 4 5s here, interestingly enough. Yeah. So this caused major changes, major transformation for you. This process, it was not a comfortable process. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is a relationship. I feel like this is a relationship that you were in. Yeah, a relationship that you were in. And then we have the Star card. So there's healing coming around this. You are healing from this situation. There is healing that can come from all of this. It was like, it's a major upheaval, right? It was sort of like, I'm trying to see all of these cards together now. Yeah. Yeah, for some of you guys, this was a marriage, something of that sort, that promised to be this happy ending but wasn't. And you're seeing and understanding from that, and you're possibly recovering from that and healing from that now as you come to understand the nature of that. For others of you, this is it may not have been a marriage, but it was a situation where it was the same energy either way, right? It promised to be one thing. It did not work out that way, but it taught you a really profound lesson. It really offered you some incredible transformation, right? And then there's that healing. This is Aquarius energy, the star energy. There's that deep healing that comes out of this. And then we have the Empress, right? Which is, this is like the ultimate divine feminine energy, right? The Empress is the embodiment of all the queens in the deck. So it's this energy that either turned you into this Empress, right? Or it is healing with somebody who represents that energy to you. And it's a new cycle. It's healing that begins a new cycle either way, right? Whether there's a person involved actually or not. Because for some of you, that's not even what this is about. There is no person involved, right? This Empress is you. This Empress is this new life, this new cycle that's being born out of all of this pain and all of this chaos. That's the transformation, right? That's this, like the Empress, that's this energy, right? This Ten of Pentacles energy, the harvest. Everything. I mean, you can see she's sitting on all the grain here, right? In these luxurious robes with this crown on, right? The Venusian energy. It's just everything, absolutely everything you ever could have wanted. This huge fertile cycle that you're moving into when you are able to heal, right? When you are able to heal that heart, like we talked about, to get into that receptive mode, to get out of this standoffish energy, right, that we were talking about. That is a result of many things, right? But most recently, this situation that you've gone through, this painful situation. And when you're able to heal from that, you are able to then, when you're able to move on from that, let that go. That's the Eight of Cups energy, right? You are then able to seek what it is, to really be truthful and honest with yourself about what it is that you really want. That's what we were trying to get to the bottom of here, and it just gave us a different storyline, right? You're able to be honest and truthful with yourself about what it is that you really want, and you have the strength to actually go after it, right? Whatever that thing is. Whatever your Ten of Pentacles is, whatever your Ten of Cups is, you're now ready to go after it. And then we have the Queen of Cups coming out. So for some of you guys, it's, this is emotion. This is the Queen of Cups is the nurturer. She is that beautiful, watery, feminine energy, right? Yeah, so for some of you guys, woo, and the Tower. The Queen of Cups and the Tower. Interesting. Some of you guys, I feel like this energy, it's either like your own emotions hit you like a ton of bricks and you have a huge realization as a result of sort of this truth of your own emotions. Or for some of you, it's the energy of your Queen of Cups. And then we got the Queen of Pentacles here. Your Queen of Cups, your Queen of Pentacles, whatever it is, coming in. And so that would be, we got all the energies now. That would be water energy and earth energy. Yeah. Yeah. It's like this emotional release, this emotional honesty, right? Brought about by the Tower, or that is the Tower in and of itself, then leads the way to those pentacles, to that stability, right? To that stability. It's like allowing the instability then brings the stability, because the instability brings the truth with it. And then we have the Six of Wands, victory, triumph, success, recognition. So that's great. That's great energy. You know, it's possibly a bumpy ride. It's been a bumpy ride for you guys, but it is all going to work out absolutely beautiful. Just be honest. Be honest with yourself about the truth of what's in your heart, right? The truth about what is it that you truly want and desire, because you can absolutely have that. You can have that, and that is coming to you. It's connecting with your inner self, connecting with your higher self. This spiritual upgrade that you're receiving, when you take that time to heal, when you take that time to go within, to really internalize and understand the lessons and allow the transformation that this pain has triggered within you, right? Then you are able to rise into this beautiful state of healing, into this beautiful state of abundance, right? And really go after wholeheartedly what it is that you want, and have this unshakable strength within yourself where you know who you are, right? More than anything else, that's what it's about. Knowing who you are, knowing that you need nothing and nobody outside of yourself. And it's beautiful if somebody comes in, right, to compliment you, but you don't need them. I think that's a huge energy for you guys that you're really understanding and working through too, is this energy of like knowing that you don't need anybody to take care of you. You have yourself, and yourself is enough, and you can handle whatever it is that comes your way. Like this strength card, right? You have the strength and the resilience and the resolve to do that, and really becoming established and independent and sovereign, right? That journey of personal sovereignty, I'm feeling coming through very strongly for you guys. So yeah, it should be an interesting month of November. A lot of this feels like past energy that we were tapping into, and now moving into this energy of abundance, as some of you may be in the process right now of coming to terms with the truth of situations, with the truth of your heart, and in this process right now of really stepping into your power and speaking your truth and walking away from things. And so if you are in that part of this process right now and you want some assistance, please reach out to me. I do personal readings. I do incredibly powerful, beautiful energy healings. I work with a modality called Belvaspata. It's angelic healing of the heart, and it is incredible what we can accomplish with that. It is such a beautiful, beautiful modality of healing that was gifted to humanity to aid in the ascension process. But it works first on that heart level, right? And then the levels that we can go to from there are, I mean, absolutely incredible and still amaze me every day. So if you would like to experience that, if you would like some aid, my email is in the description box below. There are also links to donate if you feel moved to donate to my channel. It's so much appreciated. Comment if you liked this video. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet so you can catch more videos. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will see you all again soon.